Well, it's finally here, and our guys are very excited. You could just tell on Sunday when we came back and had a team meeting that those guys are ready to go. They had a great workout on Sunday night, running around and lifting. We did a couple walk-through things, but it's a warm week, so we got to be really careful this week. It's 89 degrees today, 90 tomorrow, and so we got to be really smart about not leaving our guys on the field. So we'll cut it back to 20 periods today, 19 tomorrow, and probably around 16 or 17 on Thursday, and those will be our last 3 practices, and then we'll take the road on Friday morning and get ready to play a great football game.
What challenges does Cincinnati present?
Well, Cincinnati's a good football team. They've won, I think, 10-plus more games in the last 5 out of the last 6 seasons, so they know how to win. Obviously, anytime you go into someone else's stadium, it's going to be in a hostile environment. It's going to be a sold-out crowd. But they play with a lot of passion. Just watching them play Virginia Tech on film yesterday, they play with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and we got to be able to exceed that energy and be able to overcome some of the adverse things that are going to happen throughout the course of the game.
You have this offense, obviously, working through it in camp. Have you seen everything progress as you hope to with, getting these guys plugged into starting roles and, progressing into this first game?
It's a very unique offense. With all the shifting and trading and motioning, I think it creates issues. And I think our guys are really starting to figure it out, how complicated it could be for defenses if we do the things that we're capable of doing. So I really like where we are. We need to be really good this week, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday on assignments. And if we can do a good job of, we've slimmed the package way down. And so we don't want to make any mistakes. You're going to make mistakes in your first game, but you want to try to minimize those mistakes. And if we can do that, I think we'll be in a good football game.
One more from me. Your 2 leading receivers, returning receivers from last year, Dolapo and Gary Bush, are in second-team roles now. Shane McKeskey and B.J. Knopf beat them out. Does that say more about what Shane and B.J. did, or does that say more about what Dolapo and Gary needed to do?
Well, I think we're going to end up playing 6 receivers, and based on who starts and who doesn't start, it really doesn't matter to us. But there's guys that have stepped up for sure. You talk about Yancey has stepped up. You're going to see a lot of him on Saturday. You'll see a lot of B.J. You'll see a lot of Gary Bush. He's going to have to spell. Some of those guys, Dolapo's going to have to get in and play for us and play well for us. So you're going to probably see 6 receivers on the field on Saturday. There's a lot of unknowns. Their staff, our staff, how we're going to react on game, all those things that are unknowns. You're going to have to do a good job the first quarter, the first half of adjusting. And you got to adjust in the first half and try to win it in the second. So there's a lot of unknowns. Well, I think what I told our team the other night, we don't know for certain what we're going to get, scheme-wise, offensively, defensively, special teams. But at the end of the play, it comes down to execution. It's about our execution at the end of the play, regardless to what we call and regardless to what they line up in. It's about what we do execution-wise.
How much research did you do on Tuberville and what he maybe potentially brings to Cincinnati? How far back do you go trying to try to guess or try to figure out what you may see on Saturday?
Well, we've done a lot of research on Coach Tuberville, and he's done an unbelievable job wherever he's been. And so that's going to be the presentation to the team tomorrow. Some of the things that he's done in his past that could show up on Saturday. So that's very important that you do that type of homework.